だけど僕は幸せだった。今まで大切にしてくれてどうもありがとう。
Admit it, you cried during this. As shocking as this sounds, this is one of the few moments that makes a lot of One Piece fans cry. Yes, over a boat. But let me explain. So early on during the East Blue, all they really had was just a tiny little boat with barely any room, at least until they made it to Syrup Village. Until they go through that arc, meet Usopp, yada yada. Where at the very end, not only does Usopp join, but they get a new ship, the Going Merry. And it's actually a pretty good ship. It helps them get through the Grand Line, sails through the beginning of the line through Alabasta. It's one of the few ships that's able to get the crew to see Sky Island, then also having a perfect landing. But we get to see a few moments of foreshadowing, as multiple times throughout the adventure, there's tons of damage dealt to the Going Merry, which sometimes seems as a joke, but other times can be taken serious. And that's where we come to my favorite arc in the series, Water 7, the reveal that the Going Merry can't go on anymore. Water 7 is the last place she will sail. And to most people, it's like, perfectly fine, just swap it out for a new boat. It's like rich people swapping out their iPhones every year. But in the grand scheme of the story, it's taken a lot more serious, especially with the main drama of Water 7, Usopp. All this leads to a big conflict of disbelief, which leads to Usopp and Luffy having a fight. It's a very emotional fight, but a good one. And of course, we skip on through this arc, you know, CP9, the furries. Luffy reenacts his step bro scene. We fast forward to Enies Lobby, another wonderful arc, which you know is an hour recap in this movie. Just the Straw Hats beating up the villains, we've seen this before, it's a classic tale. But at the very end, they need to escape. And when all hope seems lost, they had a secret member this entire time, the Going Merry itself. She somehow have the strength, thanks to Iceberg, to sail to Enies Lobby and save them. And then when everything calms down, the Fire Nation attack, she starts breaking in half. This moment is when everyone realizes this will be the Going Merry's resting place. Now, I'm not someone to start boo-hooing over everything. It takes a lot to make me cry. Most of the time. And the scene is perfectly emotional for it too. Just seeing the Going Merry engulfed in flames, some of the Straw Hats start crying. But then it's what Luffy says that gets me. And in the end, they blame themselves. It's just an absolute wonderful scene. I think this is with one of the top reasons why Enies Lobby is so memorable. So Enies Lobby had a lot to it. I mean, the Robin backstory was enough, but also Frankie joining, new skills unlocked, just really tied everything together like a Christmas bow. Because early on, it was just a bunch of doofuses to say, going on wacky adventures. Water 7 and Enies Lobby really put the Straw Hat crew together and made them like a family. And even if there's a new upgrade with 1000 Sunny, we will always remember the Going Merry.